Hello people, welcome back to my channel. On today's menu, we're having what's left over in the fridge. So to start out, I had peppers, garlic, shallots and onions and green onions, and rice that's been rinsed because it's basmati, but it's what I had on hand. And over in this pan, I have kale and arugula that I wilted down in avocado oil with salt, pepper, and a little bit of cumin. And so now I'm going to cut up my peppers and add it to this after sauteing them a little bit in the pan. I wanted something different, but I said I'm not going to the store to buy nothing else because I have plenty here. I'll just work it out with what I have. Now this meal here is more on the vegetarian side, not vegan, vegetarian. Although no meat will be used except for there will be some beef broth. And that was what I had left over from another meal where I made soup. So now what I'm going to do here, add that to that, is cut up me some green peppers. And some multicolored peppers. Rinse these off. Get these seeds out. Since we're using multicolored peppers, oh, I want to lose that. I'm just rough chopping these until I get them to the sink. Rinse these. Okay, so now I've rinsed my multi-peppers, and as you can see, I cut them up. So now I got this shallot, so half a shallot left from another recipe that I'm going to cut up. And that's that. Now with these green onions, I like to cut these at an angle. So it's like this. So they almost flat when I make my buffalo burgers. If you've seen it on my channel, this is how I like to cut them. So they sit on my sandwich nice. For this dish, I want it to be just as nice, so I'm cutting this up in an angle. Pieces, but just kind of rough chops. over, saute these. First, I'm gonna smash my garlic in here. Only thing I don't like about these garlic smashes, I feel like you lose some of your garlic in them. Like all that there. See, I gotta chop that up. Because this is all that was left in that bag. So what I'm gonna do is just go ahead on and chop these. It's a little faster too. That's just nice, but I don't like losing my garlic flavor because I love it. Flavor of it, what garlic does to the body, and how it makes food taste awesome. So now, going over and saute these. Now these meals that I like to come up with is that some people say you gotta have a meal on a budget, based off your budget and what you can afford. And I agree with that totally. But these inspiration meals come from student loan debt creativity. So you become creative with what you get as well as what you can afford based off of student loan debt and COVID-19 if you were unemployed. So this is stuff that I bought at the store, and some items was delivered via food shelf, but it just helps me to see the importance of working with what you got. Not only that, the more you can save and pay towards that 0% interest they got going on, the better you are. Smelling mighty good. I did add some, I added to this was some Italian seasoning as well as the cumin and salt and pepper. And so I'm going to add my rice that's been rinsed. Already multiple times because it's basmati rice that I obtained from food shelf. Alright. Kind of mix this in here and kind of brown this rice a little bit. That'll help speed up the cooking once it get in the oven, because this will be going in the oven. So let's get this done. So now we've sauteed this rice with your peppers, shallots, green onions, and your multicolored peppers, and salt and pepper, and a little bit of basil, dry basil or fresh if you have it. I prefer fresh, but I only had dried. So add to this it smells really good. This meal is based off of what you already have at home. If you know your flavor combinations and season combinations, you can do this. Just kind of spread this around. Okay, and so in order to cook the rice, add some beef broth. So now I'm going to add my beef broth. Keeping in mind that this rice absorbs the liquid that you add to it. So when it's already half cooked, and it's absorbed the flavors of the peppers, I don't want to add too much. So this was a cup of rice, rinsed. Okay. So now I'm gonna put this in the oven at 375 degrees, and I'll cook it until the rice has absorbed the broth, and then we'll take it out. Top it with a little bit more pepper. Gotta be careful on the salt, blood pressure, you know, especially with COVID and student loan debt. Don't forget that. So I'm gonna go ahead on and stick this in the oven, and we'll get back when it comes out. Okay, this is it out of the oven, 375 at 30 minutes. And now I'm going to grate some cheese over the top of it because I like cheese. I mean, you don't have to do this, but this is just my preference. This gives the meal a little bit of protein. It makes it vegetarian, not vegan, because this is a meat product, animal product, so that's what makes it vegetarian, not vegan. This is not vegetarian cheese, this is just regular cheese. It's just stuff I had left over in my cabinet as well as in my refrigerator. Just make do with what I have. Because believe it or not, we all got enough in our refrigerator to help out with a meal. This is totally empty, then that's a different story. So now, I don't even need to stick this back in the oven. The heat from this is actually going to melt this cheese on top. And then once it melts, we're going to try it, but I just need to say, I did taste it already, and it is really good. All right, peoples, here we go. We have this dish from what's left in the kitchen. So now, we'll spoon it up. Parmesan is my name. Making delicious food is my game. A little bit of this. This is arugula, kale, regular kale, not Tuscan. Don't don't know what Tuscan would taste like in this. And then rice with multicolored peppers, green, red, yellow, and orange. Salt, pepper, Italian seasoning, a little basil, and cumin. And now we taste. Topped off with paprika and, because that's my name, paprika too, and cheese. Oh my goodness. That's really good. I really like this. It's really, really good. People, you gotta try this. Your leftovers in your refrigerator, and on your cabinet, or in your freezer, vegetables, hook it up. Just find out what seasons go with what, and you got yourself a meal. Enjoy! This is really good. I gotta get some more of this. This is delicious. This is my lunch all week. I can't eat it all up tonight, so I better chill out. That basmati rice really set it off. I'm sure Jasmine would too. But Sharon is about to enjoy basmati. Hotty, hotty.